Cabernet
Sauvignon.
There we go.
Walk around.
Nice.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Love it. Let me tell you,
Stuff like that. I've been practicing that in French.
Let me tell you, that was one of the funniest parts of the show.
Yeah.
We got two Pinot Grigios and dozen wings.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. Yes, I love it. Play that music, okay? That's victory music.
Let's go.
All right? Victory music for all those Giant fans out there, those suffering Giants fans.
Let's go, Bucks!
Let's go.
Yes, guys, Beers and BS, the podcast. As always, we're your hosts. We have Mike, Joey, and I'm Adrian.
Episode 12.
We got Gabe, our producer, down in Tennessee. What's up, Gabe?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Gabe?
All right, before we get into our victory lap, let's get into what we're drinking. Joseph, go ahead.
All right. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie to any of you.
Oh, no.
I fucking took the easy road out tonight.
Oh.
Bud Light.
Wow.
You know, I think you can agree. I usually have something interesting, but
You do.
not tonight.
All right, so a couple things.
That's the exact opposite.
I'm very curious about the alcohol content in there. What is that?
4.5.
4.5. 4.5. Yeah.
Okay.
And
just to let all our Alzheimer Bush people,
Wait.
we are available for fucking
wait.
I don't know about those
Wait,
people, but
say
maybe the
that again?
Anheuser-Busch people.
Alzheimer's.
Wait. Anheuser-Busch? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
those
say?
two.
Okay.
Yeah, them too.
Yeah.
We are available for promoting and commercials. So
Yeah. I just
So
want to
Bud Light.
say apologies to whoever's grandfather. Joey stole that out of the fucking. He stole that out of some grandpa's fridge.
Yeah. They're not far off, actually.
Mike, what do you got, bud?
So I went with Amstel Light, right?
Classic.
So
Love it.
it's a
I think so,
classic,
so,
right?
I've had
But
that.
I was very disappointed when I was sitting there and I went to read the alcohol content. And for a Bud Light, you said 4.5. This is only 3.5% alcohol.
Is it really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have
Never
never
knew that.
guessed that.
No, I didn't guess that either. So I'm speaking to the people at Amstel. We will do your commercials and stuff, but we do encourage you to put at least 1 more percent alcohol in the beer. Come on,
Dude, that's like slightly more than O'Doul's.
dude. White Claw got 5%. You know what I mean?
3.5. Christ.
What do you got, Adrian?
I have staying local, Blue Point Winter Warmer. Okay. It is 6%.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, 6.4%.
6.4.
Yeah, this is it's very cold here on Long Island. For those that aren't from here, it's extremely cold here. And I don't know. I saw this and it kind of jumped out at me because we're in winter.
Those are in my fridge right now. That's a delicious beer.
Really?
Yeah.
So, and you still opted to go with the Bud Light?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to grab a few on the way out, so I had to pull an audible.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
And you broke into someone's garage and took their Bud Lights. All right.
I did.
All right. Joey, hit that music again. I'm sorry. Whoa. I apologize. We don't usually ask Gabe what he's drinking because Gabe doesn't drink.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
But since
We have corrupted
right, yeah.
him.
Just last week, the judge. Since last week, the judge lifted the order, and he's allowed to
All
drink
right,
it.
Gabe, you don't have to blow in the fucking tube to get the car started anymore.
So, Gabe, and we're just kidding, audience. Gabe, what are you drinking?
are we?
Today I am drinking Uncle Nearest Whiskey, 1884.
Oh,
This is a
nice.
93 proof.
Wow.
This is a Tennessee whiskey, and it's not a bourbon.
Okay.
How's it taste?
So if you don't know the difference, so not all whiskey is bourbon, but all bourbon is whiskey,
Okay.
or
Got it.
something like that.
So-
So the difference is Tennessee whiskey, of course, has to be made in Tennessee and is charcoal filtered, whereas bourbon is made exclusively in Kentucky, and there's different properties to it and that sort of thing. So there's a few rules to the Kentucky versus bourbon, Kentucky versus Tennessee whiskey brewing.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Dropping knowledge down there in
Yeah.
Tennessee. I like it.
And that seems like that's a thing, huh? Because you're like ready for that.
You have
Right?
have that
He had
poured
the
over-
facts ready.
you have that
Well, I
over
went to
one
a-
big cube.
Yes, it's a single ball.
Nice.
Nice.
Ice
Look
cube.
at you.
So yeah, I went to a tasting, a tour at this place called Uncle Nearest. It's actually just down the street from me. So Uncle Nearest is he was credited as being the first distiller of Tennessee whiskey as a slave.
Oh wow.
He was also the first person that showed Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey.
Oh.
Look at that.
Jack Daniels was
cool.
9 years old when he learned how to distill whiskey from Uncle Nearest.
Oh wow. Look at that.
It was written in the cards. Poor bastard had no choice. Right?
No.
He had no choice.
No choice.
But to distill whiskey. All right. Hey, Gabe.
The legend still lives.
Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Joey, hit that fucking music.
And now.
Okay. That's not what I'm talking about. Where is it, bro?
Which music?
Fucking Rocky, bro. We had the
Oh.
victory music going.
Big Giants.
Right.
Huh?
All right. Guys, I just want to say, all right, Joey got the soundboard back and needs a little practice.
Little rusty, but I'm glad to have it back. So let's.
Anyway, great day to be a New York Giants fan,
Oh yeah.
right? Great day. Even though, as we all know, season was disappointing. We didn't make the playoffs. But guess who did? Guess who did make the playoffs?
Was it the Cowboys?
Dallas Cowboys and who else?
The Eagles?
The
Yes.
Eagles.
Guess who, right?
Fucked them both.
And it was week one of the playoffs, right?
Mm.
Guess who's not in the playoffs anymore?
Mm.
Is that the Cowboys?
And
The Eagles?
yes, and they lost by dominating performances.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
Oh man.
by Green Bay and Tampa Bay.
I mean,
From beginning to end.
the Cowboys are unbeatable at home, and they got
Yeah.
fucking worked.
Yes,
It was
What?
I loved it.
same old
Every
Cowboys.
minute.
Right?
same old Cowboys.
Same old Cowboys. Doesn't matter. Tony Romo, right?
No.
Dak Prescott. Doesn't matter. Same
Doesn't
old
matter.
Cowboys.
Same old Cowboys.
Now we are now. It's now 28 years. Okay, since they've been in the NFC Championship. 28 years.
Troy Aikman last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy Aikman, bro. 95 that was.
Yep.
So take away Philadelphia's Super Bowl just from a few years ago. And I'm not like, I don't mean that take it away. Look, they earned it. They played, they were the best team.
Yeah.
Giants are the powerhouse in the NFC East, man. All right. They're the powerhouse in the NFC East. Okay. Fuck everybody else.
I got high hopes for the next season. I really do.
I just want to say I was so excited. I took so much pleasure in watching both these teams get their asses kicked.
Yeah, I know.
All
It was
right.
a delight.
So if you're a Giants fan out there, okay, take a bow,
Oh, no.
stand up.
They were
clap.
all
You should all
riding-
be happy.
Thank you,
Cloud
Green
nine
Bay.
right now.
Thank you, Tampa Bay.
For right now, okay, this is all the New York Giant fans to the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboy fans. All right, Gabe, what do you got, buddy?
You're a big cop. Really funny. Really funny.
Thank you.
Great
Good
fucking
work.
season. All right, great season. You played
Dak, you looked great out there.
you
man.
played 4 more quarters than we did. All right,
Yeah.
good job. Okay,
I love the stupid Dak face that he puts
Oh,
on.
Jalen Hurts threw one more touchdown than Joey did last night. Okay? So
Bro, is he overrated? Is it too soon to say that?
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
I think it might be too soon.
I mean,
I think he's got something going on. Troy Aikman kind of, he
with his legs? Or?
with his knee. He kind of hinted at that.
Was he-
Did you hear that?
He didn't move around at all,
No,
dude.
they think he said, he goes, this is Troy Aikman speaking. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if you come to find out after tomorrow that there's something more going on with his,
Okay.
you know.
I know he had finger issues and
Yeah.
and
Due to the New York Giants dislocating his finger
yeah.
at the last
Yes.
game of the year.
At the game that Mike was at.
Yes.
So we got I mean
We
yeah, there,
break people.
there was only really one good game the whole weekend. The Lions game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Lions
yeah,
Rams game.
Yeah.
Happy
Sure.
for them, man.
But not,
Yeah.
dude,
They
Happy
broke a
for them.
spell.
I would run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy's a fucking
How do you not want to play for that guy?
No, he's a
know.
man's man.
You know?
no.
I'm very happy for them.
The whole Stafford thing, that
Yeah.
Goff storyline is awesome.
Oh, it's great. And they, and Stafford played pretty well.
Yeah.
He played pretty well.
No, they were in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
So-
it was a good game.
Good for them, man. You never know with the NFL. Crazy
And-
weekend.
And it's hard to believe this, but it's true. Pat Mahomes is about to play his first road
playoff game.
Yes.
Yeah. I've
Yes.
been spoiled all these years.
Holy
Yes.
shit, dude.
Well,
That's a very intriguing game for me. I can't wait for that game.
put your money on Mahomes. Put your money on Mahomes.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was balling out the other day.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He
Do you,
fucking had a-
do you remember those epic battles that these guys had in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Well, that was a conversation. They were saying like, is this the new
And it's not,
premier matchup? Like
Yeah.
The Brady.
I think it is.
Brady man.
oh yeah,
100%.
I mean, they sling it, bro. Right? I mean,
Yeah, Josh Allen had a 57-yard run or something like that for a touchdown.
Yes,
I mean, awesome.
he's a beast.
he really is. He's so hard.
But
to take down.
to me, he gets choked up in the fourth quarter and he makes mistakes. Josh Allen. I don't think he's got the it factor. I think, and Pat Mahomes is the guy.
Dude, no
know?
doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, if I had to pick one right now, between Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen, I'm picking Pat Mahomes every time. But I mean, Josh Allen. Like they needed to win. They had to win every
the
game.
last 4 games or something just to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Right. So every game's been like a playoff.
Yes.
Yeah. But so that to me, he's due. He's due for a
He's
big
due.
upset.
He's due.
Because he makes those crucial mistakes in the fourth quarter that fucking cost his team. You've seen it time and time again. You know what I mean? I think the only time when we probably didn't see it is when he played Pat Mahomes and it was just a time issue, right? They were going back and forth, and he made the best of that every opportunity then. But I guess time ran out. Pat's favor.
I just don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. I'm done.
You done with that?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
It was kind of right. I mean, it was like with the Patriots. I'm like, come on, give me.
Yeah.
Like, enough.
Oh.
No.
Enough.
Pat
You want to beat a
Mahomes-
man? You got to beat the man.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it.
unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch the Kansas City game.
Yeah.
Okay, on Saturday night.
No, neither
Okay.
did I.
You don't have. No.
No. My daughter subscribes to Peacock.
And she didn't give you the code.
My wife has it on her phone. I could have. We were busy, but we were doing things, and I could have watched it on her phone. I kind of mentioned to her, and I'm like, "Oh, you have the Peacock app on your phone?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, the game is only on Peacock. And she was like, "Yeah, And I expected her to pull it up, and she didn't. I'm like, "All right, I'll listen to it." So I had the
The Odyssey.
Odyssey app,
Yeah.
and I listened to it, through there.
Well, I thought I was the only one out of all of us that didn't get a chance to watch it,
No,
but I don't
Don't feel so
I don't
bad.
have Peacock, and I was fucking irate
Yeah.
because I had no idea. And this is what I want to do to the guys. Whoever made the decision in the NFL, this is what I want to do to them.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Whose car are we gonna take?
I can't fucking believe that was the premier game. We didn't know. I mean, on paper, that was the premier game of the night of the weekend.
Yeah.
And they put it on Peacock. Now it's like, Joe, you and I we were texting. I was texting in the group. You're like, just sign up for it and cancel.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking point.
I know.
It's just the point that I got to sit there. I have every other streaming service. I could care less about Peacock. There is nothing on Peacock that I want to see. That's why I don't have it. So for them to do this, this was a fucking good idea.
And I think they fucked with people too, because there's a $5.99 service, right? And then there's an $11.99 premium service, ad free. I was trying to subscribe. I subscribed to it. I wanted to watch the game, so I didn't give a fuck. I usually do this sometimes with boxing. I'll subscribe to DAZN, which is a network that plays boxing a lot. Then I unsubscribe after the fight. $5.99 was supposed to be what you needed to pay to get this fucking game. Every time I tried to subscribe to the $5.99 package, I got an error message.
So you got to go to the bigger one.
I go to the $12 package and it fucking worked.
Yeah,
course.
scam. It's a scam.
So
and, and legit, they listen to this, right? Like they legit want people to sign up, right?
Yep.
And forget to unsign up, right?
100%. Yeah.
But also,
That's
they want
like
your
part of their
information,
marketing.
right? They want your email. They want all that shit.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
want to gather all that stuff.
yeah.
What was the stat you put out there, Mike? What'd you say that was?
What was it? 28 million people watched.
Something like
on
that, right?
Peacock?
23, 28
20,
million?
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
20. So, I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I'm
No, they
like,
got their numbers.
I'm like, I hope,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, first off, Super Bowl champs, okay? You have the Super Bowl champs playing, they're back in the playoffs. Last year's Super Bowl champs, they're back in the playoffs. And this is the
Pay-per-view.
game. This is the
Pay-per-view.
one that you decide to put on streaming service.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if maybe Gabe could look this up. 110 million Peacock paid the NFL for that game.
No, I get it. I get why the NFL did it, but it's such a to me, it's just so fucking greedy, man. It's such a bad look.
It's going to happen with more games too. If they're getting 110 million a game,
See
that's
that's
fucking
what I'm
gonna
saying.
happen
Like
more.
so, okay, they hijacked Thursday Night Football, right? It's on Amazon, but so many. Who doesn't have Amazon Prime? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't have.
Yep.
But the numbers, you know, I think a lot more people have Amazon Prime than they do Peacock. Okay, and I'm not just saying that because of me, but I am a fucking avid, big football fan. We go out all the time to watch it. I mean, I don't care. Like we talked. I don't care who's announcing.
The
I don't care
future
who's
is
that.
the Super Bowl.
I'm watching the fucking game, especially the playoffs. And this was the premier game, you know, of the weekend. And that's the one you decided to put on Peacock. It's just so greedy. It's frustrating as
They
a
were
fan.
successful.
And
No.
that's what kills me. I was hoping
'cause you know
it was
the
going to be
Super
their
Bowl's gonna be
lowest rated
pay-per-view.
game,
Yeah.
It's just
and it was.
it's a matter of time.
Peacock
The
paid
greed.
reported $110 million to the NFL for the right to stream the game at Arrowhead Stadium.
Wow.
I mean, the NFL got paid.
Yeah.
And if that, that's going to start a trend and it's going to happen a lot more.
And I'm just like, I won't do it. My wife's like, oh, you're going to show them? You're showing Peacock that you don't want to do it? I'm like, it's just the fucking point. I don't care. We watch a movie together and I was checking the scores.
So regardless, though, Joe, you signed up for it. You still had to pay the $12.99.
Yeah.
Right. So there is no free sign up or anything like that. It costs them $13 to watch a fucking NFL postseason game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild card weekend.
That should be for free.
So yeah, I mean, as the playoffs progress,
they're going to have another game this playoffs.
that's what I'm saying, and it's probably cost you $15. I don't
Wait,
know.
you're saying they're going to have another game on Peacock?
And I'm speculating. I don't know if that's true or not. But actually, as we get into the divisional rounds, I think those are locked up already with contracts. I'm sure.
So this is what I was thinking about because I'm like, all right, like I wasn't going to do it, but I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll just go out to watch a game. But there's probably places that don't have it. I know that was a big thing with Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, I remember like,
Thursday Night Football.
like, yeah, Top Golf. People came out to watch football at Top Golf and
They couldn't watch it.
they couldn't watch it because they didn't,
Yeah.
Top Golf didn't subscribe to Top Golf near us. I'm not saying all Top Golf. Top Golf near us didn't subscribe to Amazon for the Thursday Night Football. So
But that's the thing. You go out and watch the game, and it ends up costing you 150.
Yeah. You might as well pay the $13 and stay at
you
home.
know what though? They're not getting my money.
Yeah.
That's NBC, whoever it is, not getting my money. I don't know. That really bothered me.
It bothered a lot of people.
I listened
But
to it for free.
Not 23 million fucking
So
people.
think about it really quick. They got 23 million viewers at, let's say, an average of $5.99 a pop per viewer. That's way over the 100 million
that they paid for it. Yeah.
that they paid for the NFL to give them that show
Yeah.
or to give them that game.
And then
So
there's
they're profiting on in like what
and there's
like
a
Mike
percentage
said.
of those people that are going to forget to sign up and pay monthly
Exactly.
now. Right.
Yep.
And they,
But
hand over fist. They mean.
the biggest thing for me is like now they have all that information. They have your email. They have all that stuff. You know.
They're
how-
coming to get you.
It's out there already, pal.
They're coming to get you.
Joey knows how I feel about that shit.
Yeah. So another weird thing
Adrian,
with sports.
Adrian, you would have gave a fake email anyway.
I have a dummy email.
So did
You
you know
say
that the NFL ticket is being sued, or there's going to be a class action lawsuit against the NFL ticket?
No, why?
For what?
Because they block out.
It's not very specific. It's very vague, but I guess this has been in the works for some time now, since before YouTube got involved. But there is something going on where, give me a second. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to
Say
give any
local.
bad information, so give me a second.
All right, so let me say, I don't know if you're aware, but Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones are part owners with DraftKings.
I'm not sure.
No, not DraftKings, I believe. It's DraftKings or FanDuel.
For the audience, Robert Kraft is Patriots owner.
Yeah, Jerry Jones,
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. So I was just thinking the other day when the Cowboys got their ass shellacked, all the money was on the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
And he owns DraftKings. So he made a ton of fucking loot on that loss.
Does he? Do you know if that's well? Either
Yeah,
one, if he owns, if
that's
he
a
owns one of
fact,
the
Jack.
better,
Yeah, a fact, Jack.
I
Him
did.
and Kraft are partners.
I did hear though that they said that the betting, like whatever
Yeah.
DraftKings, FanDuel, it was like better than the Super Bowl that game.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
dude, he made money hand over fist.
I paid $12 to Peacock. I would have paid $20 for a fucking Jerry Jones cam just to watch him fucking
in the suite.
melt in his
Oh, my
fucking
God.
chair for
You saw
fucking
him throwing the
4 quarters.
papers down on the ground.
That would have
and
been
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
amazing,
Now,
bro.
you know, this is what I always think about when they
I pissed my diaper. God damn.
when they flash the camera, like when the TV, like when it's on TV, right? And they flash it to these, like, you know, these owners' boxes, and you see them. Like they did the same thing with Jeff Laurier last night with Philadelphia. Are they watching? They have like,
Yeah, no, the TVs
those
are
games
there.
have to be on, right?
There's monitors everywhere.
Yeah,
in the suite.
yeah.
They have,
They know.
but I feel like they never react to it.
No,
Ever.
they're so like oblivious to it. Probably they don't even.
No,
They know. So all the eyes are on.
whatever, man. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I want to hurt the guy whoever made that decision.
I agree.
Guy, girl, whoever.
It's Roger Goodell. He's a greedy bastard, bro. You know, right? Like,
Well-
I mean, he's made his own. He does his job well. He makes his owners of the NFL, you know, teams a ton of fucking cash, and so they're thankful to that.
The best part of the weekend, like we said, Cowboys are done,
yeah,
and so are the Eagles.
Yeah.
See ya.
Like I said, Joe,
Great.
only one more touchdown than you threw.
That's right.
Game over.
Wait, that Duck Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Gabe, right? Gabe probably fucking plays that still, right?
He plays the real
for real,
fucking
though.
version of it.
So what is this saying about this NFL Sunday ticket? I can't read that. It's too tiny for me.
You should be able to zoom that. The lawsuit involves the NFL Sunday ticket and an out-of-market sports viewing package that provides NFL regular season games. Plaintiffs Robert Lippincott Jr. and Jonathan Franz have filed a suit on behalf of themselves, claiming the defendants harmed competition and violated federal antitrust laws. Defendants deny any wrongdoing and contend their actions have promoted competition. So what does that mean? That means someone's suing the NFL ticket for saying the games are fixed? Is that what I'm getting out of that?
No, so I think what it's basically saying is they're not giving other networks or streaming platforms the opportunity to provide these games. And because some of these games are out of network, it's not giving those local networks the chance to give it to their fans.
I
So,
always
for
found
example,
that funny, like how they black out certain games and stuff. Like I don't get that whole thing at all. But
It has to do with the ticket sales.
Yeah,
Right?
I was
So
gonna
if they don't sell half the stadium or something like that, I don't know what the number is. They're not showing it on the local network.
That's about trying to get you to the game.
that's insane, though. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. That doesn't happen to us.
No, we sell out for the last 50 years, right?
Yeah, I remember saying in any sport.
No.
That doesn't happen, for us. But wait, so he was the lawsuit. He was saying it's two people. There's only two people.
Two people suing the NFL network or
but
whoever else.
it's a class action lawsuit, so it's allowing other people that have been affected by the blackouts to be involved,
Jump in.
Okay.
which includes a lot of the Los Angeles area. Because I'll give you an example. My mom has called me, how do I get to the Rams game? I'm like, you can't, it's blacked out. She's like, that's fucking bullshit.
Right?
Yeah. It is bullshit.
So I mean, you got to think about how many people in the LA area alone are being blacked out from that. That includes also at the time Oakland. There was a lot of Oakland games that were blacked out. Arizona, I think I saw one where there's a major market. I think it was Minnesota, where there were some games that were blacked out.
So with the streaming service, because it makes sense that it was on Peacock. NBC has the NFL.
Right.
They do Sunday Night Football,
Yeah.
so it makes sense that it's not to me, it's ready. You have CBS, NBC, Fox, ESPN.
ABC. Yeah.
Well, yeah, ABC is ESPN, same thing. So you have those. So if they're on anything else, then that's and then Amazon. I'm sorry, Thursday.
Yeah.
So okay, so anything other than those I just mentioned, then that's strange.
Doesn't Yahoo have the ticket now?
I don't know. See,
Yahoo has the Sunday ticket.
See, I never had that.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. What's that noise?
I don't know.
Joey's phone.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun going out for the game because you get to see everything. Right?
Yeah. All the games, 15 TVs. Or,
Whatever, man. We
surround you.
We should have seen this coming. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Joey, you go right now. Speaking of
Agreed.
seeing things coming, right? You look like the kind of guy who goes to a psychic. Right?
I went to a psychic once. I don't believe in them. I'm just going to say that right off the bat.
So how'd you get there?
It was at a bar. And then I happened to be at the bar it was happening at. And it was very random shit, generalized information I was getting.
You saw right through it. It's
Wait,
like,
oh,
it's a
yeah.
scam.
So no. Did you like just happen? I was there, and then oh shit, there's a psychic, or you went there because
No, that's what I'm saying.
going
We
for
were
something.
at the bar and we realized there was a psychic coming. I swear to God.
I believe you. I'm just trying. I'm trying to get down to
Whatever it was,
Swear.
$40 to have it done, and we did it.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. Hold on.
Got him.
So it wasn't just you were hanging out having a drink. She charged $40.
Oh yeah.
Give me a quarter. I'll read you your fortune.
I remember that fucking. Was that a game? Was that a
Yeah.
Zoltar or some
Yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
From Big.
Oh my goodness. So how'd that go?
Like I said, very generalized bullshit. That honestly, everything she said to me could pertain to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, your uncle plays a big role in your life. Stupid shit. That's just. I felt very generalized, and I just don't believe in that shit. So I went in there more with the joking mindset than taking it for real. You know what I mean?
So which uncle? The one you like or the one you hate?
But what about you?
I've never sat down with a psychic. I was in New Orleans for one of our trips,
Mhm.
and there was some psychic lady sitting there on the corner on a fucking stool. She had like a little like briefcase open with money and stuff. And I mean, that's my closest encounter with a psychic.
Yeah.
I didn't stop. I didn't talk to her, but I've never gone. I don't believe in any of that shit.
No.
That's just me.
No, I've never.
Never sat down one.
No, but they do have famous psychics, right? Like you have the Long Island psychic. And,
Yeah, fucking Dionne Warwick, right?
What's
Remember
her
when we were
name?
kids?
Dionne
Dionne Warwick. Remember that?
No.
The psychic hotline?
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't the Long Island what's her-
Medium.
wasn't she
Oh,
found wasn't she proven to be fucking fraudulent or something?
Oh, I don't know, really.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They had guys like John Edward, right? You remember him?
Yeah.
You go around.
John.
Do you remember Miss Cleo?
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Cleo.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
She got in trouble,
she got
right?
She got sued. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wasn't she part of that Dionne Warwick thing?
Yes, she was.
No.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
no?
she was.
It was similar. I know, it was one of those hotlines or whatever, right?
See, I don't like now, like when I was younger, I was all like, when I say about horoscopes, like I was into horoscopes, I would just like to read it. You know what I mean? I would like, back in the day when everybody had a paper and nobody reads the newspaper anymore.
Yeah.
But I would read always
horoscope.
every time I would read the horoscope. You know what I mean? The
Mhm.
daily horoscope. And sometimes you're like, whatever, that makes sense. That sounds right. Okay, looking forward to that, but never really bought into it.
I don't get it.
No.
I feel like a lot of women it's like a lot of women buy into it more than a man. No?
Well, they're more emotional and
yeah.
spiritual than us, right?
I mean, right? You're better off fucking just getting a fortune cookie. Right?
I agree.
Like, hey, my lucky numbers.
What about like those crystals?
Yeah.
Are you into those?
No.
No.
I'm not into any of that shit.
All right. Hey man, I'm just asking.
No,
It came up in conversation this week. I want
gotcha.
to find you guys.
I just don't
No, Mike.
No.
You never had a crystal.
No, and my wife is very religious, so like psychics and stuff like that. Not for me, but for my whole family. It's
I
against
would
the
think-
rules. It's against the rules.
But I would think that I would think that's against what she, if she's religious, right? Psychics.
Yeah, it's against the
Oh,
rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that shit is not even a thought.
So if you're religious and you go see, it's like a sin. You're committing a sin.
yeah, well, you don't really believe in it,
Yeah.
And if it's real, it's some dark shit. It's not in the light.
Like, yeah, your path is already written,
Yeah.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? Whatever.
Women are 30% more likely to say they believe in astrology than men. 25%.
25%.
Astrology.
My God. What? So like,
So what is your sign? I'm Aquarius. Right? What is your sign?
you don't know my sign?
No.
I'm a,
I know what your birthday is. I don't know what your sign is.
You're insulted that he doesn't know your sign.
I
You
didn't know.
bastard, Mike.
I didn't know his sign either.
Oh.
I know his birthday is as well.
This
I know,
is-
right? I know Joey's birthday. You know Joey's birthday?
No, I do not.
No.
Cool
Fred.
story, bro.
I'm Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know, your sign, but do you really, you don't give it second thought after that, right? I'm Scorpio. You don't,
No.
like, I'm fucking Scorpio, man.
No, I mean, like,
You know?
because I'm on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. So depends who you talk to. I talk to some people that are like, oh, yeah, like, you're a real fucking Scorpio. And like, I don't know, you kind of like a Sagittarius.
But that's a comment from a woman, right? Like, because they believe
Who has said it to me? Yes.
Yeah,
They were all female. Yeah, they were all women.
You are a true Scorpio.
Joey, what's your horoscope sign?
Pisces.
Pisces?
Yeah.
Gabe?
This really reminds me of that song "Float On" by the Floaters. Do you remember that song?
No, not at all.
Float on?
So it starts off with these guys introducing themselves.
Aquarius.
And my name is Ray. Now I like a woman.
It's from I think it's from like the 60s or 70s or something.
Oh shit.
They sound really flamboyant, but the song kicks fucking ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an R&B song.
Okay.
Ting.
Joey, what's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Pisces?
Yeah.
You guys are like real, because you're March 4th, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Right.
February 4th.
Yeah.
You guys are a month apart.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, so I'm waiting. Who's going to shout out my birthday?
November 25th.
All right, thank you.
I knew it was November. I couldn't remember the day. Sorry.
Gabe, when's yours?
I'm a Taurus.
So September?
So, no, that's May.
Oh.
I'm right on the cusp. I'm May 20th. So I'm right on the edge of
Gemini.
being a Taurus and Gemini.
May 20th?
Yeah.
All right. I'll forget that.
Wait, so do you think you know all the signs and go no because you were almost close with him.
Yeah. No, I wasn't, because he said Taurus. I said September. And he's fucking May. So I wasn't close at all.
I'm like, do you have some psychic abilities?
The fuck's going on here today?
No, I don't know, man. I
It's
don't know.
that tequila,
It's,
bro.
yeah. Fucking Betty Hill. Do you remember that show?
Hell yeah.
Love that show.
There used to be some girls on there with some bikinis. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, all the time.
Love
That's
that
the only,
show.
that would be the only reason to watch that show.
Yeah.
Him chasing around the girl.
That was our porn, right? When we were kids. Speaking about, right, being psychic and stuff, I was thinking about this. Couple of interactions. I gonna be honest, I didn't do much this weekend. But the few things that I did do, I was interacting with the public, and I've said this before on this cast. Okay, I've said it before that I worry about the future. Okay, I really do.
I can't wait to hear this.
But when you guys, no, so I'm saying, like, I just want to ask you. I'm like, it's something I want to ask these guys. When you guys think about the future, like, what scares you when you think about the future?
To me, it's AI, right, and taking over people's jobs and stuff, and what happens to the actual human race when you let computers do everything for you.
AI taking over the world.
Yeah, no, but we would still have to sustain. What do you do? I don't
Dude, you're not going to know what's real and what's not in 20 more years. Less.
I wouldn't say less. Yeah.
You're not going to know what's real or what's not.
No, I don't know. And sometimes you see those movies like was it Terminator and stuff, and to me it's like you get to the point where AI really wants to start taking over the world. Just pull the fucking plug on the thing. No,
Yeah.
it needs power.
I mean, in the movies though, they figure out to not get unplugged.
I don't know.
But
How do you think it's affecting people's, how they make their money?
Yeah,
their
no, absolutely.
livelihoods?
Their livelihood. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. 100%. I mean, a lot of fast food restaurants right now, you go in there and they have kiosks instead of people at the
Yes.
register. You know what I mean?
I hate that.
or self-checkout at the supermarket.
I hate
right?
it, dude.
They only have 2 lanes open with human beings and they have fucking 14 that do it yourself,
I swear to God, I'm not blowing smoke. I wait on the line. I want someone to fucking ring me up.
Yeah,
I did, and when you go to sometimes certain times of the day, it's only self checkout and it fucking pisses me off.
you talking about where, the supermarket?
Anywhere, Lowe's, CVS, anywhere.
Yeah. No, supermarket. I'm going self checkout.
Really?
There's a flip side to that. So for every one machine that's being made or that's there was probably 50 people making that machine.
Okay.
So to
right
say
now.
that,
But
they're
when that goes to robotics and fucking AI is building their their own
but there's still
machines.
there's still people that have to fix those robots. There's still
That's
people that
true.
have to fix these self checkout machines.
Yeah, but
At
the,
the same
guy
time-
the guy or the girl that's at the cashier, the bagging groceries, she's not going to be capable. I don't know. Maybe we could train her, but normally a person like that is not capable of being a technician on a robot or something like that.
But usually that's a
we're
teenage,
eliminating
that's a
menial
teenager.
jobs, and
Menial job. I mean, Gabe,
Entry level
Are you
jobs.
referring to like engineers and stuff?
yeah, and to fix a robot, you have to be an engineer, right? I mean, or some kind of technician.
It's eliminating entry level jobs. It really, that's what it's doing. The kid that works at CVS, they're not going to need him when they add 7 more self checkout machines. You know what I mean?
This is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, something like that, I'd so much rather be a self checkout. Costco, I only do self checkout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not me. And for that reason, because it's someone's job. Because when I worked at the post office, they started doing this with clerks. They put a stamp machine out front. You can get your
Right.
stamps out, and
Right.
they laid off 5 clerks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or at the bank, I do a lot of my transactions at the ATM. As soon as you walk in, and I don't even step inside the bank because I could do everything with that little machine right there. And that's why they downsize employees. We're all guilty of it, but when do we draw a line?
I know.
No, you're right. I mean, I strictly do it just out of it's faster, convenience. That's why I do it.
Oh,
It's
that's why it's
definitely
designed for.
It's definitely convenient.
Right.
I mean,
But when you've been working since you were what, 15 years old, 14?
No, 11. I had a paper out 11.
Oh, there you go. A lot of these jobs aren't going to be there for the the next generation.
what papers?
Newsday,
Just Newsday.
just Newsday.
That's cool.
So the main purpose of AI was not to take over jobs. It was actually just to improve data accumulation, figure out patterns in data, and help with a lot of different intricacies of difficult situations. So, for example, AI is now helping doctors identify cancers or identify behavioral patterns in people.
Mhm.
So it's not all bad. I understand what Mike is saying. I understand what Joe is saying, that it can lead. It's a slippery slope. I get it. I think everyone gets that. But the main objective of AI was to have a positive impact on human development, as far as not development, but human interaction with problems.
Yeah.
Identify problems on a larger scale and help find a solution to those greater problems.
Okay. That's
and-
fair.
Everything starts off with great intentions, right? And then there's always repercussions, though. No one ever looks at that. I mean, recently it was the screenwriters going on strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of the thing was that AI was fucking writing,
Yeah.
for some of these shows and
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't hear
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, and in every way that it tries to help, it's hurting in a different way.
Yeah.
It's like anything else in this world, but I guess it's something we have to deal with and see what happens in the future.
Absolutely.
Well, let's face it, some of those shows we don't need anyways from those writers. Some of those writers sucked.
I agree.
Jay, so you agree? Like that's what makes you nervous?
No,
No. What makes you nervous about when you think about the future?
getting old.
Really?
Like it's on my mind a lot lately.
Yeah.
Just getting old, man. I'm getting close to 50, and I never thought about my age ever.
I
Bro.
know.
And as I'm getting closer and closer to 50, I'm like
Mm.
starting to think about health things, and I don't know. You?
50 is a lot different though than when we were kids. 50 looks a lot different than when we were kids.
So a 50-year-old today looks younger than it did.
Yeah, I mean, even
30
just
years,
like
40
being
years.
like more active. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm closer to 50 than you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you told me, hey, let's go play basketball tomorrow. All right, what time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I feel like you think about your parents
That's true.
at that age,
Yeah.
where you're like,
No way.
no way,
No
right?
way.
When
know?
you get to 50, you got less years in front of you than you do
Oh.
behind you.
Dude, we are in. If this was 4 quarters, we're coming. We're well into the third quarter. I
Yeah.
think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were playing in a basketball league last year.
Yeah.
So you think about that.
We were in one. I don't know if we were playing.
We showed up. You know, I tried.
Did you guys make the playoffs?
No.
Just so you know, the life expectancy in the last 45 years has only gone up by 1.1/8%.
Really?
All right, Gabe. So
Well,
so
you know,
depressed
they say
Joey. What's the
50's
life
new
expectancy?
30, right?
So right now the life expectancy is 79.25 years.
Oof.
Really?
Jesus, bro. I got 33 years
Oh
left.
my god. And we got the two guys running for president are like fucking 80.
Insane.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
33 years left. That
Ah.
rings true for me.
Me, what I've been thinking about and stuff, and just because I've been interacting with some people, and that's what made me think about this question or this topic was what is I just feel like I worry about the youth. You know what I mean? I worry about these kids that are 15 now, my son, and at 10 years, you know, into the future, near future and stuff, you know, 25, 30. I really, where are they going to be? That's what was on my mind.
Where's it all going to pan out for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, because it's so, I mean, think about it, ready? I mean, our kids trying to buy a house, you know, now Mike, you know, your daughter, right? She bought a house and stuff.
Yeah, but she had to, you know, they had to buy it upstate New York because they couldn't really afford Long Island prices.
Yeah. I mean, but the way things are going, it's like going across the country, man. It's like the
Yeah.
prices are out of control. So I just think about like, where are these kids? Like,
They're gonna live with you forever.
Oh, man.
I know. That's really what's been on my mind. You know what I mean? I've been really worried about my children as far as like what's like just the way things are going. Something's got to change.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to go in too deep.
It's a tale of, you know, as old as time. You know, everybody always worries about the next generation and shit, but things have a way of working out. I don't put too much thought on it because when backs against the wall, we fucking step up and get the job done. You
We
know?
do.
Yeah, and that's it.
We do.
Yeah, no, they have to. They have to.
Yes.
They have to. You know, they'll figure it the fuck out.
Okay.
They have to.
Move.
Bitch.
Get out the house. Get out the house. That's funny. That's funny.
I have a sister that's 33 years old and still lives with my mom.
Oh wow. Let's
She's
blow her up.
so smart.
Let's blow her up
She's
on
the
Beers and BS
smartest
the podcast, right, Gabe?
It's funny. I always ask her, "Have you looked for an apartment yet?" And she's like, "Shut up."
Yeah, leave me alone.
She's got a maid, right?
Well,
She paid
I mean,
rent.
yeah, she pays a little bit of rent, but I mean, she lives in Los Angeles, so the cost of living out there is just astronomical, as it probably is in New York.
Yeah. Yeah, rent out here is I'm lucky I don't have to rent, but I know people that do, and it's not cheap. You don't get much for your money, whether you're renting or buying a house.
You know, Joe, you just a few minutes ago you brought up about age, right? How you worry about getting old and stuff.
Yeah.
That's, you know, kind of in the back of my head too. I've been having a little bit of I've been having little memory issues, okay, because my wife has been telling me that I've been telling the same story. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
repeating it.
yeah,
Oh,
repeating
yeah.
myself, you know what I mean? And I don't like,
They say your memory is the second thing to go.
but I feel like this is, you know, I'm not repeating myself. Like I have no recollection of so much of really telling the story. And it's not like, you know, it's nothing creative. It's just like something stupid. Just like, you know, hey, like talking to my son, what time you going? Like what days you working this week?
Yeah.
He's like, I just told you. You know what I mean? I just told you 20 minutes ago. I'm working Wednesday, Sunday. Ah, the sad music, huh? The sad music for age who loses his memory, huh? All right. Now I'm bringing this up, dude, because let me tell you. All right.
Yeah.
You like to share a story more than once.
I do. My memory is, I'll admit that all day, every day. It's fucking terrible. And my short-term memory is worse than my, what do you call that? Recall memory? Like something, you know, not recent.
Okay, long term.
But yeah, I've noticed a difference over the last couple of years. I talk to myself all fucking day long because I feel like when I do that,
It helps you remember.
it helps
better?
me remember shit. Like my work tasks. Like I speak out loud while I'm doing them because I'm like, all right, I got to do this, this, and this. I'll say that out loud just so I don't forget it. Because and if I don't write it down or jot it down somewhere, if I have a thought that I need to get, get done or do, if I don't jot it down, it's gone forever.
Oh wow. I find myself, let's say go to the garage to get, a tool, and then I go to the garage and I'm standing in front of the fucking toolbox and I'm like, what the fuck did I come in here for? And I gotta sit there and like backtrack. I'm like, all right, I was in the bathroom. Okay, the door handle was loose. I need a screwdriver. And it's like, okay, got it.
Yeah,
dude.
Sometimes I'll be laying in bed at midnight and I'm like, oh fuck, I was supposed to do that.
Dude, I'm the same way. But I'll be in a store and I'm like, why am I here?
Oops.
You know what I mean? I'll do that, and I sit there and I kind of walk around a little bit, and I'm looking around and shit and like stuff. And I mean, it's not like if I'm going to Lowe's, you go to Lowe's for a particular thing.
Yeah.
You don't just walk into Lowe's or Home Depot or something. So I was in another store and I'm like, what? I'm like, what was I supposed to get? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm just looking around, and then I see it and I'm like, okay, there it is.
Yep.
And you catch yourself, and I'm like, man.
I have lists.
That didn't happen 5 years ago.
I have lists on Post-it notes, my phone, my computer. I have lists everywhere.
That's a good idea. Any tool that helps, right?
Yeah.
Constant reminders. I put everything in my phone.
You talk about getting old. I look at my face and I see all the gray hair in my head. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't even.
Who is this person? Like,
yeah.
Where did time go?
I don't even care about the way I look. It's more like I don't want to develop shit. You know what I mean? Like
health problems.
Yeah.
This book I have right here is full of ideas that I had to write down so I don't forget them.
Yep.
And this thing is jam packed.
And that's
From
you use it every
page
day, right?
Every day.
Yep.
And it's because I'm getting older. And it's just part of getting older, I think. It's not really an individual thing. It's just comes with age.
Yeah, I agree.
I like writing stuff down. I've gotten to the habit of writing stuff down on my phone. You know what I mean? And especially things to do. I love a good list, and I love to cross shit off.
Me too.
It's very satisfying to sit there and be like, okay, I got to listen. Cross it off, cross it off, cross it off.
I got a great app that does that. And it's fucking, I'm on it all day.
What's it called? Share it.
It's a Google app. It's called, I don't know. It has a light bulb on the fucking, it looks like a piece of paper with a light bulb.
Tasks.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it is tasks. You're right. Yeah. And it works with my email. So when I have my Gmail account pulled up, I see the same list I have on my phone right next to my Gmail.
So make sure you put in tasks, right, to download that app to help you with your memory.
Yeah, I should.
He's like, I got this great app. I don't know what it is. I forgot what it is. I don't know what it is. It's fucking fantastic.
Do you use tasks, Gabe?
I do.
Yeah.
And actually, what's funny is my memory has gotten better since I stopped smoking pot.
Hey, go figure.
Oh, that makes sense. Right?
It's really weird.
Right? That's not a fucking.
Yeah. What the good thing about tasks?
He right? Gabe's like, oh my God, you won't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. I stopped killing brain cells, and now I remember shit. Right? It's like, what? It's fucking mystery solved.
Oh, you would like tasks because when you click something off, it puts a line through it and it checks it. Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
It is satisfying.
It is. It is. I like that. Mike, what do you got, buddy?
Well, I was thinking about going out to dinner with your wife.
Wait, you want to go out?
Wait,
to dinner
yeah,
with
I was
his
going
wife?
to say, yeah.
Yeah, I have a few things I have to talk to her about.
We're very close. I know we're very close. But...
no, going out to dinner with your own wife. Okay, so this is gonna sound so petty and fucking weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't give a fuck. A lot of times we go out to dinner with my wife, and if it's a steakhouse or something, and I'm like, I want the New York strip, right?
Uh-huh.
And my wife will be like, I'll tell her, mashed potato. My wife will be like, you know what, that sounds great. I'll have the same thing. And I have no problem with that. The problem I have is when the waitress comes back and gives my wife the bigger piece of steak than me. I have a fucking problem with that. You know what I mean? I'm a big fucking guy. What are you doing? Handing her the big one and I get the small one.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
I know. I just it sounds petty, but I don't give a fuck. As an intelligent person, you're a server. You have fucking two steaks in front of you.
Right.
One is twice the size as the other. Why would you give it to her?
Hold on.
I'm going to wind up finishing hers anyway. It's not even the point. You know what I mean?
Let's break this down real quick. Where did you go this weekend? This happened.
No, it's nothing recently, but it was something that's been on my mind. And, I wanted to know if you guys ever felt the same way or, situations like that.
No.
No. Hey, my wife, my wife makes sure she doesn't order what I'm ordering,
yeah.
so she could take some of mine, and kind of, I guess, vice versa.
So do you guys share? Like, she'll get the chicken, you get the fish or something.
Yeah, but
and-
we don't like make a plate for each other. She'll just take a little.
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
at
yeah,
some
yeah.
point,
just to taste it.
Just to taste
Yeah.
We kind of, I mean, we usually don't order the same. We don't order the same thing, but not for that reason. She's got,
celiac.
okay, thank you. I'm saying
Oh, I'm sorry.
allergies. I'm saying she has allergies, and so she, certain,
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
the way, so she eats a certain way. But if there's something that she can have, I'm always like, you got to try this. Look at Joey trying to bury his face.
Now, I mean, maybe this is a question for Joey because I already know the answer. Because if you could eat food off a fucking stranger's plate, you have no problem eating off your wife's plate.
Oh
But,
yeah,
yeah.
I said this a few episodes ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, not about that. I'm saying like when we went out for that best thing we ate this week, we went to that steakhouse.
Oh, you finished those up too?
She went to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I finished the fucking food.
I don't know what happened to the rest of your food.
And you guys,
Nah.
you said you taste hers and no problem.
Yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah. I've never had an issue though with her being jealous of her portion size.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know it
We're not
sounds-
nearly as petty as you are.
Hey, but to me, it's like a common sense thing. I don't understand, and it's happened more than once. So, like,
By the way, there's no fucking way the server's thinking about that on the way to the table.
No.
Like, oh, this one's, I got the bigger one here. I'm giving it.
you can see it though; it's clear. Like, you wouldn't think that to give it to you give the bigger one to the guy. I don't know. I would.
I know what you mean, but I don't think the server, the food runner, whoever is they even.
Yeah,
thinking about
like do you think this is done on purpose?
I do. I feel like it's done because it's happened more than once.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
I could picture Mike just grabbing his fork, reaching across the table, and taking her steak and replacing it with his.
No, listen. Like I said, she barely eats, as it is. So I know I'm gonna get that, later on anyway. That's not the point. The point.
It's all about you.
No, the point is I'm sitting
That's
down.
the point. That's the point.
You give her the bigger piece than me. I don't know. It just drives me nuts.
Okay, I gotta be honest. I thought this was going a different direction.
Yeah.
You brought up going out to dinner
No.
with your wife.
I got butt hurt.
Yeah.
So right now, I think there's a big debate on Reddit about the most toxic question in a marriage is, what do you want for dinner?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You start some fights.
Well, I mean, once again, no, it doesn't start fights for me. I'm saying, but that's such a that's a hot topic. You know what I mean? Because you sit there and you think about it.
I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want?
Yes.
I asked you first, bitch.
or even if you're going out, or if you're going out, like, where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? Like, even
Oh,
same
boy.
type of thing.
I tend to because, she has allergies, and I'm like, what, you tell me. I can eat anything. You know what I mean? Like so you tell me what do you want? Wherever you pick, I like.
Yeah, you'll find something
Yes.
that'll work.
Yes, and then, what do you feel like? She does 95% of the cooking when it comes to dinner, and then you sit there and you think about. So she's like, what do you want? And I get it. It must be. It's got to be exhausting, right? To try to come up with things to cook every day or whatever, 4 or 5 days a week.
Definitely.
Because Friday we're getting pizza. You know that. Episode 1, guys. Episode 1.
I'm not.
Joey's not. Yeah, poor bastard.
Mm.
But I'm saying, to come up with something, to make everybody happy. Me, my kids, herself.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is tough. We actually, I food shop every Sunday, and the last month and a half or so, we've been planning our meals for the week. So we kind of, Sunday we know what we're having for the week, and it just makes it easier. It kind of takes away all that. What do you want? What are we cooking tonight?
Yeah, especially if you shop for it already, everything's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
Yeah. But speaking of pizza, speaking of New Year's resolutions, like, are there rules to this shit? Like, I may have made the wrong resolution here, because what's happening is it's been 19 days without pizza, but I'm fucking eating everything else that I can get my hands on.
You had a hero from the pizzeria, right? Like,
So I'm not necessarily sure I made the right call here.
hey, at this point, it's stick to your guns, and it's just
I know, but I don't think it's doing
No.
me any good.
No, dude. I told you. Just
I mean, can I call an audible at the line here?
I would say Omaha.
Can you have like calzone?
I mean, I've had chicken parm heroes tonight, and I've had other things from pizza places. I just haven't had a slice of pizza.
I would say just what were you? How many? And I know you were being serious, and I know to the audience you might think he's joking.
Yeah.
But if you said you were eating pizza 3-4 times a week?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you just narrowed it down to 1 or 2,
You're the devil. Why you give? No, don't give him any outs. It's not acceptable to break your fucking New Year's resolution, Joe.
Mike,
and
Mike,
stick to your guns.
resolution is to quit smoking in 2027.
And there you go. I'm sticking to it. All right. I will not back down.
And
I
by the
won't be
way,
swayed by anybody that say it's okay to smoke after 2027. You know what I mean?
the third week of January is usually when everyone fails.
I heard 30 days.
I heard the third week.
All right. So you're right at the
we're in
cups.
it.
Right.
We're in
And
it.
I'm telling you, you be strong, stick it out.
Yeah.
You know what? Be an example for your children. You know, you're a great father. Show them that you have discipline and you could get by. You know,
Oh,
that's it.
the discipline.
Put your foot down.
The discipline is good. That's
There
a
you
good
go.
point.
Your kids are disappointed in you, dude, for not eating pizza.
No
Right?
way. He's probably a hero like that. I'm so proud of you.
They don't give a fuck. They're eating it right in front of me.
You're like, you can't have none. You can't have none.
It actually does take 3 weeks to form or break a habit.
Oh, okay.
So you're right there, bro.
So I'll start thinking about pizza less next week. Hopefully.
There you go.
All right. So speaking of, if you could travel anywhere in the world for dinner, where would it be?
Good question.
Are you going to say Italy for pizza?
Not for pizza, just for all of the cuisine.
Yeah.
The cafes, the sidewalk cafes, the wine, the whole atmosphere,
Gelato.
the gelato, the ensalada, all of it. I mean, the cobblestone. I just picture cobblestone roads with little cafes, drinking wine. Very romantic, I'm sure.
So wait, because I know you've been to Europe. You were just in London?
London and Amsterdam.
Okay. So you didn't get there.
I didn't get there. No. But
Let's
yeah,
go. You want to go tomorrow?
let's go. Fuck it. Sign me up.
So I mean,
I'm getting old, so I better do it soon.
And your memory is not what it used to be. So Italy.
Italy. That's
Okay.
it sounds like an easy answer, but that's my answer.
Yeah, very, very easy. You're right. Michael.
yeah, so I don't want to say Italy because Joe said Italy, so I would go Greece. Give me some that Mediterranean wholesome food.
Yes.
Give me some lamb. Give me some goat. Let's eat.
Yes.
Let's fucking eat like the the Greeks do.
Just do it!
I mean, they could fire up the grill, those people. So, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
You know what? And that was my answer. So
Oh, really?
because you said Greece, I'm going to say Turkey
Ooh,
okay.
turkey.
because the food is very similar.
Oh, is
Really?
it? Yeah.
Yes.
Similar cuisine?
Yes. I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard Istanbul is one of the most amazing places to visit on this planet.
But is it amazing to eat there?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's breathtaking
Well,
scenery.
that's part of it. That's part of it.
Uh-huh.
Gabe, what about you, bud?
I love sushi, so I'm going to Japan.
Nice. I was thinking about that.
I
was gonna say
I mean,
that, actually.
it's on my list to go anyways, just because I want to see where the atomic bombs were dropped.
Oh, wow.
But definitely for the food also.
He's fascinated
I
with
said
Gabe,
nah.
I'm just,
He wants to see how
Gabe, you're not working on atomic bomb. Are you?
I have these parts. Okay?
I sent you guys my build list. I sent you guys that screenshot in the text.
That's why I asked the question. Kind of half joking.
What do you got going on over there, Gabe?
You know what Tenrite is, right?
testing.
So out here, we can actually buy a legal chemical that you can blow up.
Sorry.
What is it? What is it called?
Tenorite.
Tenorite? It's almost like
Yeah.
a dynamite.
Yeah, it's similar. It's got
We're
an
getting red
explosive
flag on
compound.
Spotify this week.
Seriously.
And so what do you do? Like you blow up targets with it? and stuff?
FBI, open up.
No, so it's just an explosive. It's not. It's a controlled explosive.
How do you use it? Is it you light it on fire?
You shoot it.
you shoot it?
Yeah.
It's liquid?
Yeah, you know what? Joey's right. Maybe I should stop talking about it.
You said it's legal though, right?
It is legal, yes,
All right.
Okay.
but an abundance of it. I
Adrian,
think
put the
is
phone
not.
down.
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
Boys and girls, this is called showing off. Okay. In case you're wondering.
He's making up for last week.
Joe's the new Fred.
You know, all right. I don't know how we got onto explosives. I would just want to know where the fuck you want to go to eat.
He said
Okay,
sushi.
all right. I mean, but we're now here we are blowing shit up, and you know, I don't know how we got there. All right, but you never know. You never know. It's always a roller coaster when it comes to games.
That's right.
All right. Right. All right. Never know. You never know what conversation.
I'm telling you, you come to Tennessee. I'm gonna show you some goddamn fun.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. I'm ready. We should go see the Titans game this year.
Yes. We have to go to a Jet game this year.
They're on the schedule,
Yes.
right? That's what I'm saying. My vote's for the Tennessee.
Okay. I've been
You
there
get a place
already.
to stay. You can stay at my place.
See that? We don't even have to pay for a hotel. I want to stay in the bunker.
Oh shit.
Give me the
Anyway, so we're talking about food, and right, and that made me think of. I said where I want to go, right? Turkey, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Istanbul.
Wow, there it goes. There goes that. I'm
Look at that.
Oh,
Little episode.
I just had an episode, folks. Anyway, made me think of some great episodes because it comes to food, and everybody knows. Well, you should know by now that food is a major part of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the Bear again because
Oh yeah.
the Emmys happened
Cleaned up.
and they cleaned up. You're right. And to the audience, if you have not seen it, I know we've this has got to be at least the fourth time we've spoken about this show. You got to see the Bear, and they just won Best Show, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress.
It's classified as a comedy though.
The Bear is.
Yeah, they won
Really?
best on-screen comedy or something like that. But it's in the
Oh,
comedy
drama, right?
category. I wouldn't have placed it as a comedy, but
No.
that's where it landed. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
99% on Rotten Tomatoes. 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh, wow.
Gabe, have you seen the show?
I love the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fantastic show. Fantastic show.
I'm so bummed I don't have any more to watch. I can't wait for season 3.
Probably sometime this year, right?
Yeah.
No way. You wait 2 years for this shit. You know how these shows go.
You still haven't finished season 2?
No.
What are you waiting for, bro?
Uh,
You gotta do it.
Seriously,
I started watching Ted. Totally.
Yeah.
It was
get over
cute.
your wife having the biggest steak
Mm,
and watch the show.
You watching teddy bears before you watching the Bear?
It's
dude?
fucking Ted.
Watch Bear, the Bear.
the Bear.
What's the other one that's getting a lot of accolades? Beef? Did you see that? Or
I saw like the first couple episodes, like when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I don't, for whatever reason, it was okay. For whatever reason, we fell off. Like it fell off. We just never got back into it. But then it did very well at the Golden Globes, and again last night at the Emmys.
Mm.
So,
I saw it. It's pretty good.
Beef?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What's
pretty
the
good.
premise?
Road
So
Rage.
it's about it initially starts with an episode of Road Rage, and then it just escalates to I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you through social media, and I'm gonna ruin your fucking life. And that's pretty much the premise of it.
real? Is it a documentary or is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Hey, did it start off with an Asian woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the first episode. I thought it was insane. I'm like, what the?
What platform's that on?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
I got to get into that.
I gotta finish it too. Just 'cause
So there's another one
it's
on
good
net.
traction.
There's another one on Netflix. If you guys like kung fu movies,
Yeah.
it's new age kung fu. It's called The Brother's Son. I highly recommend it.
Good.
Very
hold,
good.
Hold on. Who here said they like kung fu movies?
I like
No, I'm just curious. That's
old school Bruce Lee movies. I haven't watched any new age kung fu movies, but I'm not opposed to it.
What's it called now? The Brother's Son?
The Brother's Son.
Yeah. All right. Check it out.
I love kung fu movies. I mean, so I used to watch the old Wu Tang versus Shaolin movies, Old Dirty Bastard, Drunken Style,
Yeah.
all that shit. There used to be on Channel 9 in LA, 10 o'clock at night, they would show old kung fu flicks. And my parents would let me watch one episode before bedtime.
There you go. That was your go-to.
That was it. And then I heard the MASH theme song, and that was it. That's when I knew I had to go to bed because MASH came on.
Did you guys see the Leo Messi documentary on Netflix?
No.
Ah, dude, it's good. It
Yeah.
shows the road leading. This is way off topic, but the road leading up to joining Inter Miami. I mean, how it came. It was awesome. I enjoyed
He
it.
got paid, huh?
Paid.
Oh my God.
Paid.
I'll tell you what though. I mean, look, this money is obscene, it's absurd, but this guy,
He's worth every penny.
I'm not gonna
Ah,
say
dude.
he's
He's the GOAT.
yeah,
Did he win
he's
a
In
phenomenal.
championship
every
with Miami
essence
already?
of the word.
He is phenomenal.
What's that?
Did he win a championship with Miami already?
No, but he got them to the playoffs for they sucked.
But yeah, I was gonna say almost single handedly,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Oh,
I feel like
he scored a shit ton of goals. He changes it. He could change a team easily, bro.
Yeah. Amazing.
Dominant,
By the way,
son.
new season of The Bear comes out this summer.
All right.
This summer,
Nice.
nice.
Okay,
All right. So I got a couple months to catch
Yeah,
up.
Nice.
get some time.
Yeah.
Let's get some. All right. So speaking of the Bear, right? As we kind of wind things down, we always bring up what's the best thing we ate this week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we do?
No,
We don't do the mailbag?
Mike, we do.
Oh, come on, man. Every week it changes. I don't understand.
Actually, it doesn't. If you watch the show, you listen to the show, it doesn't.
All right.
Well, we talk about the best thing we ate this week, then we go to the Brew Crew mailbag. So, Mike,
He's new here.
Yeah.
what's the best thing you ate this week?
So, be honest, the best thing I ate this week, we stopped at a diner on Sunday in Pennsylvania, and I did one of those fat boy moves. I ordered 2 breakfasts. I had my corned beef and hash.
To
and
what? I'm
You
sorry.
heard what I said. Breakfasts. Don't make me break my fists on you, okay?
I'm sorry, sir. What?
Cabernet Sauvignon, motherfucker.
He's been practicing all week, folks. All week.
Oh shit.
Oh, man. I'm so glad that $2 weren't paying off.
My addiction lessons.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah, so we stopped at a diner. I had corned beef, hash, and eggs, and then like I said, I ordered 2 breakfasts, pancakes and bacon, and it was delicious. I ate everything.
You wiped off both.
Yeah, everything but the toast. I ate only 1/2 of a slice of toast.
See, that's my fucking issue. I would have ate all the toast first.
No.
so,
I went with the protein first, the eggs and the corned beef.
what did you finish your wife's plate too, right?
No.
No.
Did she have the bigger
Did
eggs?
she have the bigger pancakes?
She likes scrambled eggs. I don't do scrambled. I like them over easy.
Was her corned beef hash a bigger portion? No.
You know what? She actually had a 1/2 of an English muffin left, and I was gonna go after it, but I had topped myself off.
Do you so like now now we realize spot when you enter a restaurant,
Yeah,
do you talk to the server first and say, listen, if in case
bro, it should be
in case
fucking
we
common
order-
sense. All right, I outweighed a woman by 75 pounds. Give me the bigger piece of fucking meat. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
And I'm letting you know.
Do you pull the server aside?
No,
and say,
never.
Hey,
I
listen,
expect them to use their fucking common sense.
okay. Okay.
Service, please.
All right.
Check.
That actually sounds very good, Mike.
Yeah, no,
Sounds good.
I good.
Joey, what's the best thing you ate this week?
I got we door dashed some food. I got this buffalo chicken sandwich. It was dynamite.
Really?
Just on a roll, lettuce, tomato, buffalo chicken. The buffalo sauce was very spicy. I like spicy shit, so I loved it. It traveled well. So when you DoorDash, as you know, sometimes depending on what the food is, it's either going to arrive with soggy bread or shitty French fries. This was perfect. Everything we ordered came out perfect. My sandwich was the best thing I ate. The buffalo chicken sandwich.
Do you remember where you ordered it from?
Wings and things.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wings and Things.
That's a great idea, actually. That's a great idea.
It was really good.
Yeah. I love wings and things. But the DoorDash it?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yep.
Now, so you would think that's that's on them as far as traveling well, or that's the DoorDash?
I don't know. I think it was them. They just got it out. Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
because it's kind of far.
Maybe
away.
it was a slow night for the DoorDasher. He only had one order to deliver.
I mean,
don't know.
that place is almost 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that's impressive.
Bro, the shit came piping hot. It
No,
was
wow.
awesome.
Nice.
Nice. Good.
That means they had no deliveries before you. You know.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably a hit or miss thing.
Could be.
What about you, Adrian?
Best thing I ate this week, guys. It was kind of a slow week. All right, when it comes to dining, I did have pizza twice, so I'm not going to bring that up.
Why
But,
you rubbing that in his face for?
no,
No, it's okay.
not at all.
Was it
Joe.
pizzeria?
I had it
Still-
twice.
Still on that?
From the pizzeria
Twice?
twice. Well, you know what? I'll go into that real quick. All right. So I get the pizzeria every Friday.
Go. I'm sorry.
You don't want to hear the story?
I think we heard it before. I think you told us a couple of times.
You saw a dog in there. We got No, go for it. Go ahead.
All right. So I guess the audience wants to see the table flip over. Here we go. Anyway, I get pizza every Friday, but this week we didn't do it on Friday because we stepped out and we had a bite to eat at the local place over here by us, Painters.
Shut up,
Painters Restaurant, Brookhaven, New York. Fabulous place. And that is the best thing I ate this week was their nachos,
Oh, yeah.
which I know we've all had their nachos
Their
before.
fucking
and so-
nachos are-
their nachos are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty slow week for me, was what I'm trying to say. But their nachos were phenomenal, and it was the best thing I ate this week. But back to the pizzeria. So I got pizza on Saturday instead of Friday.
Okay. Little curveball.
Little curveball, right? So, and they know me in there. I walk in, hey, Adrian, what's up? What's going on? Hey, what's up, guys? Then yesterday, right, I get a text, and it's from the pizzeria. And it's buy one, get one free's back.
Hey,
Buy one, get one free's back.
And so is Adrian.
So
is
Guess
buy one get one free? What?
buy a pie, get a pie free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat that.
No way. They know what they're doing, dude. They know what they're doing. So after the gym, my son and I, we go there and we get 2 pies
Do they do that on a Monday nights usually?
You got
or-
2 pies and paid
Yeah.
for one.
and paid for one. Exactly.
Good deal.
But what do we do? Took the one pie. My wife, I can't say we, my wife did this. She wrapped it up in tinfoil and froze it.
Nice.
So
Does it have to be the same pie?
it doesn't matter what you get. You're only getting a regular pie free.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Got it.
For Gabe, a regular pie is just a cheese pie.
I think Gabe got that.
And so nachos from Painters, the best thing I ate this week. Gabe, what's the best thing you ate this week?
So I had what they call a grilled cheese on crack from Smokehouse
Nice.
Barrel House Barbecue, and basically it's Texas toast as a grilled cheese, but in the middle of it you have brisket.
Mm,
Ooh.
Oh, I love
love
brisket.
brisket. You owe me
So
a
do
beer.
I. It's got to be good brisket.
Oh, man. Oh, it's I never had a bad brisket. I gotta be honest with you, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. God forbid your wife gets a good brisket. Though.
Any like coleslaw on the side or anything? Any sides?
So actually on the side I chose to have a sausage, smoked sausage instead
Yeah.
of fries.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
there
was
you
an
go.
option?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get that up here. Right?
See,
I
in
always
Texas,
get the salad
in
instead of
Tennessee, they know you want to be fat, so they give you the option of being fat or being skinny, so you can have the coleslaw if you want. But you know what, coleslaw, I think is just the most ridiculous side dish ever. It's not good ever.
Hmm.
I don't care who makes it.
I have a few favorites. I'm a coleslaw snob.
I've had some good coleslaw.
Yeah, me too. Reese's.
I would rather have baked beans than coleslaw.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, pizza's more sustainable, you know?
Yeah.
My wife likes turkey, coleslaw, and Thousand Island. That's a
Ooh.
go-to sandwich.
Wait. Say that one more
That
time.
sounds amazing,
Turkey?
bro.
Coleslaw
Coleslaw on top
and Thousand Island
and a sandwich.
on a sandwich.
Oh,
That's her
that
go-to
sounds
sandwich.
Fucking good.
That's
That's fucking happening tomorrow.
That's turkey a la Mary.
Wait. So make sure your wife gets the memo because you planned your meals out for the week, right? Right? Didn't you say that?
Oh,
You
boy.
planned your
Not
meals out
lunch.
for the
I'm
week,
on
right?
my own for
Oh, okay.
lunch. So.
Throwing an audible.
All right, that's the best thing we ate this week. So as we wind down the show every week, right? It's our Brew Crew email.
Stop reaching to that mailbag.
Joseph, tell the audience what our email is.
It's brewcrew@beersandbs.com. Shoot us an email. Shoot us a DM. We'd love to hear from you.
Nice. Okay.
Welcome.
Our first one.
You've got mail.
Our first one's Johnny from Holtzville. Okay. I don't know what Gabe's laughing.
Fucking Barbara slipping.
The first one's Johnny from Holtzville. Okay. What's your quirkiest habit?
Johnny.
John.
What's your quirkiest habit?
Oh, man.
Hey, quirky, weird, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Started up.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay. So when I play golf,
I like to
on the
blow
back
shit
nine,
up. Oh, sorry, Gabe.
when I play golf on the back nine, I retie my shoes.
Oh, okay.
Does it matter? Like, does it?
It's a stupid superstition, but I have to do it.
So I'm saying whether they're untied, not even
No,
loose.
they could be tied. They could be perfect. I just have to untie them and retie them.
Okay.
That's like Pat Mahomes. He puts a new jersey on at the halftime.
Really?
Yep.
Apparently a new helmet too, right? You saw
Oh, man, did you see that?
Busted that shit.
Ooh.
I've never seen that before.
No, either have I.
What was the temperature? The real feel?
Negative 30 with the wind.
No, that much?
Yeah.
Negative 30?
Yeah.
I think the real temperature was -7, and then with the wind chill, it was down there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mike, what's your quirkiest habit?
You know, I guess I tend to, when, walk away from the car, I lock the car, right? Beep, beep. I don't know what it is. 30 seconds later, I have to do it again. Like, it's just a fucking weird thing that, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't trust that it happened the first time or something like that. I don't know.
Has your car been broken into?
No, never. Like, I don't know. Just a quirky habit I have. I always got to hit it again.
I think, I tell you, I think that's.
You do it too?
No, I'm saying I think it's a very, no, I don't do that.
Oh.
But I think it's a very common
Made me
thing.
feel comfortable about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe it's not so
I mean,
quirky.
not for me, but I think for a lot of people, it's a very common thing.
Well, what about you? What is your quirkiest habit?
I'm sitting here thinking, and I have, and Joe has brought this up. I can't stand like my yard. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't like leaves or debris and things, and I sit there and I'll have my backpack blower on for a long periods of time cleaning things off, and I'll go over the same spot, and I know it's in my head for sure, and I think that's my quirky habit.
All right.
My leaf blower. What about you, Joe?
I don't know. I have this thing about full beers in my refrigerator. I can't fucking stand it. So I drink. No, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm far from perfect. I'll tell you that, but I don't know what my quirky habits are. I mean,
Can I help you out?
Yeah.
with that one?
Talk-
When you talk to yourself.
talk to myself.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
When you talk to yourself.
I do it a lot. I know I
You
do.
do.
And as I get older, I do
How
it
many
more.
times I'm like, what?
I know.
I'm like, are you talking to me right now? And you're like, no, I'm talking to myself.
I know. I guess that would be it.
Yeah.
Talking to myself. I'm starting to do it in my car alone. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Getting old, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Well, you say it helps you remember things.
It does.
Right. So, hey, that's your tool.
Like hearing it out loud, I don't know. It just triggers something.
Right. No, because you can remember the moment that you said it out
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if it works, it's okay.
Yeah. So that's my quirkiest habit.
When you standing in line at the food store, though, that's it's a different story.
He's like, Wapner, 4:00, Wapner.
Gotta go to Kmart.
Yeah. Kmart sucks.
All right, Johnny, thank you.
Thanks, John.
Johnny.
Keep them coming.
Okay, we have another one here. Okay. This one's from come on, man.
Sorry.
I didn't say it once. I don't think I've said it once.
You didn't?
I think you guys have cured me.
I don't think you've said it in 2 weeks, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, look who's counting.
It's a conscious thing you're trying to stop.
Possibly that. And remember, my resolution was cursing, right? Stop fucking cursing.
Stuff like that.
This one's from Geo in Ronkonkoma. And actually, this one,
Geo.
I have to say, this one's pretty much just for Mike.
Gabe just
Okay.
lit up for some
Oh
reason.
wow.
Right. This question is for Mike.
I
Actually,
like
it
this.
says that. Okay. Geo apparently is a smoker, and he wants to know what your take is. Okay, Mike, when do you start getting moody and want to punch a wall from lack of a cigarette? Is it 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours? I'm gonna say 7 minutes.
Where's
Okay.
Geo from again?
Ronkonkoma.
No, we could do a whole show and I could go without a cigarette, and we do about an hour and 20. And, listen, there's times where I'm working and I can't get to an area where I
no.
can smoke a cigarette.
You-
So
Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, that wasn't the question. When do you start getting moody?
moody over it. Yeah, probably within an hour and a half or so.
Because
Yeah.
Mike's like, where are we right now?
We're at 1:30 right now. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many packs a day do you smoke?
But let me tell my buddy Gio something. Get yourself the vape, put it in your pocket. If you get to that point, pull it out, take a hit of the vape. It'll get you unmoody and you can continue your day. Don't worry about it. I smoke about a full pack a day.
Okay.
I stop home after work at the gas station, usually buy a pack, and that's my fresh pack for the morning. Kind of routine.
So
Somehow I don't believe him.
No,
How many cigarettes did you have before the show?
like immediately before the show,
Yeah.
we were here for an hour. I had 2 cigarettes
2 cigarettes.
and a joint, but and 2 beers, and a shot of tequila. Like I had to fucking break it up. You know what I mean? That all within 7, from 7 to 8.
okay.
Okay.
Keep them coming, Gio.
And Gio, there's 2 other guys on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
Wait a second. Do we have anything from Barb this week?
I didn't say I was done.
Okay.
I didn't say I was done. Getting to it. Everything's on my, like I said,
We got to meet Barb.
I write everything in my phone. Barbara's going to be a guest.
I got a question for you guys really quick.
Sure.
What do you think Barb looks like?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I imagine her.
I'm sure she's adorable. I'm sure she's adorable.
She's probably in her 50s with the name Barb, right?
Barbara?
Barbara?
Probably.
and a local person, right? Because we're not national. Yet.
She's from Mastic.
Oh, there we go.
Barbara from Mastic. Yeah.
So she has big hair then, probably.
I would think so.
I don't think so.
And she probably
And I would say we'd be in the dark region. I don't think she's a blonde.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm sure Barbara's adorable.
Mike, how many cigarettes a day do you think she has?
Barb, if she's smart, she
they're
doesn't
definitely
smoke any.
Newports.
Gabe, who the fuck smokes anymore? Nobody smokes anymore, right? Just Mike. Okay.
Listen, I'm feeling a little fucking aggression about the smoking and shit. Between Gabe came at me last week over it.
Feeling
Like,
the heat.
Yeah, what's going on? Like, have you been like burnt with a cigarette or something? Like, any trauma that associated with cigarettes?
Well, no, but as you know, I did stop smoking pot. So there is a little bit of a, type of empathy thing, that reverse empathy thing that's going on probably.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Did you guys get that text I sent to you about smoking rights?
Yeah. My guy
Did you watch it?
Dice. Yeah, of course I watched it. I watched it like 4 times.
Because nothing, no response back. All right. Last one, guys. Last one from Barbara and Mastic.
Yeah, Barb.
Big fan. Barbara and
let's
Mastic.
go.
Barbara, we love you, and you'll be on the show soon, I promise. Okay.
We got to have Barb call in.
Yeah.
Or you want to have her sit with us, or
I think we should send the invite. Barbara, email when you're sitting there and send these emails, email us and have it, she'll come sit with us in the
All right.
court chair.
that's cool.
Or call. If you want to call first.
Yeah, because I want to get the calling going too.
Maybe Barbara's shy.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Barbara from Mastic. What was your favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject in school. I actually like the science. I guess science class.
The science. The science. Huh?
Yeah.
I like those fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Right? Those fucking
Sedimentary.
stars. Right? All of it. All of it. Chloroform,
Listen,
photosynthesis.
I graduated when I was 17, young and early. I don't think anybody here at this table could say the same, all right? So, yeah, I like the fucking science. Next.
Planets. You know, the science. All right, I'm gonna go. Joe's having a fucking Joe needs a brown paper bag real quick.
That got me. Holy shit.
For me, it was social studies.
All right, next.
Loved social studies. All right, you know, I loved the Civil War, the Revolutionary War. Nah, honestly, love history. Why? Because it happened. It really happened. Love learning about that stuff. That was my favorite subject by far. That's probably the one subject that stuck with me.
Holy shit.
Social
That
studies.
fucking got me, man.
Yeah, tears.
Math. That's what I got.
Oh, are you serious, dude?
Loved math.
Really?
Oh, he's a sequential 2 guy, bro.
Math was your favorite
I
subject?
loved math.
Oh God, that was my worst
It was
subject.
like a puzzle. Every fucking problem. Was a
Yeah?
puzzle. Yeah.
All right, good for you.
Yeah.
Gabe, what was your favorite subject?
Recess.
There you go.
Recess.
I mean, come on. You're playing
The
Foursquare
recess.
or handball, or
Yeah.
you're beating someone up.
There you go.
Okay.
But
All right.
when I got into high school, though, I did like science, like Mike did, because I would steal the scalpels and sell them to the cholos so they can stab other people.
Oh, nice. There you go. Entrepreneur at a young age.
The children.
What does a scalpel go for?
$5.
Yeah. 2 packs of now and laters.
Slice and dice.
All right, Barb.
Thank you,
Thank
Bob.
you. And
Thanks for the laugh.
Yeah, seriously. Send us an
Adrian.
email and we'll get you on there.
Thank you for the laugh.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here to serve.
That was fucking good.
We have anything else, guys?
No, I think that's it.
That's it. All right, guys. That is our show.
Episode 12.
Make sure
The books.
make sure you keep sending those emails. Joe.
Brew Crew at beersandbs.com. And we're going to take you out tonight with a little Dave Matthews Band.
Ooh.
Get home safe.
We're getting sued. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
We'll see you
home
next
safe.
week.